I think there's a thing there. Over there.
Fucking thief! If you're wondering why Dalamil's in such a sorry state, you can blame the bandits.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
What are we to do? We could fight, but what would it cost us?
All my finest pieces. All that hard work. God.
You're still fine.
Are you looking for something in particular? Here you are. My thanks. Here you are. My thanks. Here you are. An excellent choice. My thanks. Here you are. My thanks.
Let's try here. If I remember correctly.
Don't get surrounded.
Okay.
No need to ride from here.
I guess not this village. Maybe this one?
This is no time to ride. Fly, Ambrosia.
Edgewood Lords.
Thanks, girl.
Not this village either.
Good girl.
Error, YouTube is not responding. What? Okay. There you
That'll
go.
do, girl.
Another God's forsaken soul, eh? For those who have nothing, show empty your pockets. A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Fucking thieving bastards.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
All my finest pieces. All that hard work.
Anything I can interest you in? Here you are. My thanks.
Alright. What you got?
Mummy, I'm scared. Oh, I'm ruined.
Sid. Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
They're both as stubborn as the lover's pox, and every bit as irritating. The more one insists on their proposed plan of action, the more the other rails against it. Oh, they've successfully split the town asunder, just when we should be standing as one.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
I don't remember who Victor is.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that, when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here,
Oh wait, I gotta find. Who are you? Friend of Sid's and later Clive's with Captain Everett, individual. Domechia from his home of Cosness. I still don't remember you. Oh. Okay, now I remember. Brightest Kiss, Dalval Inn. Okay. Well, active time before the win.
Must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Cosness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city guard. With you as captain.
Me? Next thing you know, Natalie'd be offering the bandits bed and board.
Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, milady.
Then let us band together and show these brutes.
I wonder if Conrad has the right of it. We always called on sellswords and the men of the rock to guard our gates before. We don't have enough blades to arm everyone, nor enough physicers to heal the injured. I don't know if we can do this alone.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some.
All this after the last sellswords we paid for proved themselves such reliable souls. You'd have us throw good gil after bad.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
No, I didn't say it was good. Merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
No women from the come to blackness.
I'll take that one.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Now, if I could only convince the people of Costness to work together.
Dalimil will forever be in your debt. But don't go trying to take advantage of that.
So, where did you learn to swing a sword like that?
In a desert full of ne'er-do-wells, a woman has to learn to look after herself.
One minute they're at each other's throats, the next they're the best of friends.
I don't know how Lubor did it, but he did.
Lubor did well to bring Conrad and Natalie together. It's like herding curls with them.
I know. Seems it isn't just metal the boy can bend to his will.
Okay, what's the last hunt I need to do? You miss it.
I don't want to see any more of our friends hurt.
A youth claiming kindred with your old commander arrived earlier this morning. Well spoken he was. And handsome too. More than a few of the girls and boys have taken an interest, if you get my meaning.
What's up?
Back again?
Ask about the skies. It is not merely the men and women of Velestia who have been affected by the imbalance in the aether. Those blackened skies have cast a pall over the creatures of the realm.
Then how could it not?
They are living beings, just as we are. Alas, the instinct drives them to flee from that which that cannot be escaped. ushering them only to madness and death.
But are we any better?
We consider ourselves above such base instincts, and yet fear and bewilderment drive us to make war on our fellow man, to turn our ire into our own suffering upon those who suffer just as keenly as we do. If that is what it means to be human, Clive, I wonder if we are even worth saving at all. Ask about the
I
crystal
cannot
underneath.
claim.
Not have been shocked to learn of twin sides of destruction. Indeed, I have long known that such a fate was all but guaranteed. A piece of parchment was all that ever stood between the Dominion and Chaos, and those who signed the treaty were only going to abide by it for as long as it suited them. Emperor Sylvester's invasion saw it torn to shreds at last, and the pieces scattered to the winds. Long-festered enmities came to the fore once more.
Such are the wages
of greed and distrust. If those in power pay heed to those whispers, they are like to grow into a mighty storm, one which the walls of even the stoutest citadels might not withstand.
ironic, then.
That should it be Prince Dion, the boldest, most trustworthy player in this ignoble game, who should deal the finishing blow.
Should I learn aught else, you will be the first to know.
Oh, okay, there's more State of the Realm.
Clive. Allow me to educate you. Here you are.
Allies aid. Okay, help that. I help there. And what's going on here? Imperial power of Rosaria. The uprising is the dragoons and Sotsikun that both held. Left Sandbreak with barely the wherewithal to rule itself, rendering the erstwhile dukedom a subject of the empire in name and little else. Okay. Beasts. Sandbreak. Bandits. Ashik.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here's everything we've received and everything promised. You earned this.
Oh, ability
Come again.
points. Alrighty. Details.
I have more for you.
And then let's get an upgrade real quick. Never thought about that about them, the Damascus Basin.
What did you find down there?
A deeper understanding, Kupo. From the outside, it seems mysterious. Where does all the water go to, Kupo? Why does it never fill up? And what's behind the waterfalls? Those are questions I flew in to find answers to, Kupo, but instead I found something else about myself. I can't swim, Kupo. Alright. Ruin reawakened. Some bricks, legend of a tall dragon. Okay, hold on. Need to... Reawakened. Alright, where is this dragon? You are next to Care Novant Loriu's Gate. So there's something new I can craft. Oops.
Seems the hideaway's lost its apple. I get you, Sid? Don't be a stranger, Sid.
What do you want?
Oh man.
And?
Welcome back, my lord. I only just arrived myself. No one seemed to know where I should go, so I thought I'd guard your chambers until instructed otherwise.
Reading table. How fares the rest? The Guardians are getting along with the Axis fine enough, working to shore up the rest's walls while not clearing out what few threats remain down the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Ashuk had you not given the Horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you're a rebel save and all, but you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. Martha. The flame burns. You have an uncanny talent showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the action. And us but most of their nameless numbers. However, with the Horde now both thin and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the small packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's billet hounds can return to defending the door. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking. So as you can see, he has already learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you, Wade. Dramatis personae. The God and the League have put aside the differences for the time being, allowing us to leave to sip our snake's pit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery, and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we, Lubor? Scarf. With his tippet dyed red for the flames of the Firebird and the blood of his fallen Rosarian brothers, the Sir Wade pledged not only his loyalty, but the loyalty of the Guardians of the Flame. Cool. Okay. Let's go to Sembrick. Kill a dragon real quick before we go help. Eventually I'll be able to move.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Probably should build up LB. god I'll be.
Time to fight. You deserve a rest.
Ring of the Marksman. Magic. Looks like a nice arena.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Lag. Shaders are not loading. Got cocky, I guess. Shaders, relax. Relax. Oh my god, shaders.
Good.
slow.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
That's fun. But now I gotta get ready for arcane and stuff, so let's just head to our quest and then stop there.
First we find Isabel.
Do you see anything you like? An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. And a fine, fine day to you.
Alright, goodbye.